There is simply no question that this operation was lawful.
The White House making its case for action against Osama bin Laden, but not before confusion over the released details of the operation.
And whether or not he got off any rounds, I quite frankly don't know.
White House officials at first insinuating bin Laden was armed, forcing the Navy SEALs shots. But now they admit he wasn't. And one of bin Laden's wives, who they say was also shot and killed, wasn't. Instead, she was injured, unlike what we heard Monday.
When she fought back, when there was the opportunity to get to bin Laden, she was positioned in a way that indicated that she was being used as a shield.
And you got to remember, this is a SEAL team that's moving very fast, being shot at in an active firefight. Are they going to take any chances? No.
Former JAG attorney and former Assistant U.S. Attorney Greg Rinckey says regardless of the change in details, the U.S. military had a clear legal basis.
There is a term under international law of anticipatory defense where you can go in and you can attack somebody before they attack you if they're a threat. I mean, clearly there's going to be some issues of going into Pakistani sovereign territory, but clearly this was a threat to the United States, and he was a continuing threat.
This as United Nations rights officials ask the U.S. for details of the operation.
The United States is clearly going to have to put forth its reasoning to the United Nations. But in the end, I believe it's going to be justifiable.
But as messy and unclear as the details are surrounding the raid, just imagine the legal ramifications if bin Laden had instead been taken alive.
There was a federal indictment, which I read this morning, I think was just dismissed because he's clearly been killed. Would he have been tried in federal court, or would he have been tried in a military tribunal?
The team had the authority to kill Osama bin Laden unless he offered to surrender, in which case the team was required to accept his surrender if the team could do so safely.
Details from the largest manhunt in history, the what-ifs that are still being sorted out. In Albany, Steve Ferentz, YNN.